today we are wrapping this 4Runner in some matte camo black. This is actually our third time doing a hood wrap. The first one was on a Scat Pack, next one was on RT, and this is the third one. We're doing knifeless tape here. We were gonna remove the actual scoop, but there are some broken pieces in the bottom, so we just said, hey, you know what, let's just go ahead and do knifeless work. Again, we're not experts by any stretch of the imagination. We're still learning a lot and trying a lot of stuff out. So anytime we're able to try something new, just for the sake of like trying and getting that experience, we're gonna do it. So like I don't care about the matte black, the camo, but I just want to lay it down somewhere to get more reps. So let's see how today goes. Now, one thing I don't see a lot of wrap installers talk about is the actual prep work. So we're detailers. We've been detailing for 10, 12 years now. So we did a rinseless wash on basically the entire front end, just because when you're gonna wrap the material, you're gonna have that excess or you might have to reposition. So you wanna make sure the entire working area and then some is clean. That way, if you move it around, you don't get contaminants from the other panel. So we basically did a rinseless wash on the entire front end and on the windshield. And then we clayed it using a nanoskin clay mitt, and then we wiped it down with IPA. It's all dry, ready to go.
So I've laid down the knifeless on the entire edge of the hood scoop, and I gave myself a little bit of play here, just so that whenever we actually peel back the knifeless tape, we have a little bit of leftover so we can actually tuck in under this film. And then all this leftover right here is so that whenever we cut, I'm actually gonna cut through the film and find my knifeless tape through here and then follow the entire knifeless tape around to get that clean, seamless cut.
That's all that matters. That's all of it? Now that is.
Just the hood.
Yeah.
Just the hood.
You guys did a cut? Your knife? So right here, we're just going to measure and make sure we have enough film. This is literally the only film that I purchased because I wanted to test out this specific kind of color and film. This is from Vivid. So we're gonna cut it out and then we're gonna start tacking it down.
All right, cool. Don't leave me no film over. Yeah, don't leave me no film.
Did you take it out?
Yeah, I tacked it down.
Looking good?
That slack right there doesn't help on the window.
Without a doubt, we have to get better at laying it down and glassing it out before we start tacking it or squeegeeing it. Just because, man, we lift this film, I think like 4 or 5 times throughout this process.
Be careful though, because there is a lot of air.
Yeah, lift it. See, I feel like that's already wrong. Like we should start with no air on the flat surfaces.
Yeah, that's how we can peel this back. Remember how we did the and then start squeegeeing this down so we can lay this down first, since it's going to be the flattest part.
And here's what I mean, because all the videos that I've watched, it's like especially on the flat surfaces where it's easiest to glass down. I mean, they're already doing like these large strokes, paws of squeegeeing it out, or maybe using a glove. And here we are doing these little baby strokes to make sure we don't get any wrinkles or bubbles. So I know it's like it's probably laying it down better. Just because like it takes so much longer doing this. I mean, we're like, you can see we're super like being very cautious of like making these little strokes so we don't create any creases. Here's a prime example of us lifting up the film
multiple times trying to get it down. And I get it, we're still learning, but this is something that I feel like once we get this part down, it's gonna definitely speed up the process, because there is 2 of us, and that should just make the job overall much faster, and we should be way more efficient.
Oh, we have to do tension here, I think.
And I think one thing we've gotten better at is using heat. I feel like the first few panels that we did, we heavily relied on heat, and since this video we've done a few other panels already, and I feel like we're striking a better balance of actually laying it down versus just going to heat, because we've overheated vinyl before on our own vehicles, not like a customer's vehicle or anything. And it's like we're trying to be more cognizant of like, okay, maybe we don't need to use as much heat or any heat. Let's try really glassing it out first. And obviously in the obvious areas that needs heat, we'll use it, but we're really trying to be more disciplined, like, hey, maybe we shouldn't go straight to heat every single time.
A little bit. Be careful on the right side though, because that's already laid down. Probably don't want to pick that up. Yeah, like right there. I wonder if that will lay down. That up in the inside. Yeah, like that. Hell yeah. Over here? I think we should also finish the hood scoop, and then everything else will go out, because the hood scoop seems pretty flat, low-key. Looks like we can finish it, right?
Yeah. That's good. Okay.
Look at it.
Alright.
Good. Alright, stretch it out. Right, sure. Ooh, that shit don't want to lay down. Holy shit, where was that? So I'm gonna go ahead and take my razor blade. I'm actually gonna cut through this slack right here. Just to give me enough space to expose that knifeless tape from under there. And as you can see, we have found the knifeless tape. And I actually taped it down in there just to make sure that it was secured.
Oh, look at this corner's not.
I'll fix it. And now what we can do now is actually just go ahead and
Try not to talk when you actually pull it. How you feeling, Angel?
I'm feeling pretty good right now.
Took us a little longer than expected, right?
Yes, this hood was definitely more challenging than we thought it was going to be, but we're getting it done nonetheless.
All right, so now we are heating the edges to give it a clean install. Well, obviously we had already cut the excess. We already did this side right here. We've got the other side and there's the back side right here that obviously we have to cut a bit more. And here is the end result minus the hood scoop. We're gonna do some inserts on that one. So overall there's a few little mishaps, like here we cut too short, so there's an exposed part right there. There's a few little wrinkles across the wraps right there. Not sure if these are like debris or the paint. We should have better inspected, but these are, but the vehicle is pretty it gets driven a lot, so these could be like just little imperfection in the paintwork. There's a little bit of an exposed spot right here where we cut too we didn't give it enough slack here, or we cut too short. You can't really tell. But as far as the install, I would say it's like a 8 out of 10. Application of it, 10 being hard, about like a 7, 8 for us this time. Personally, I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm liking it. Angel, do you like it?
I think it looks interesting. I think it looks good though. I like it.
Yeah, I don't know. But at some point we have to decide to do a whole vehicle. Right now we've just been doing like panels, like little panels here and there. So I don't know if I'll select this to do the whole vehicle, but we're still learning. It's a few days later now. We ordered some more wrap to wrap a few other panels on the 4Runner, and we're gonna wrap some more panels on the HHR panel in some brushed matte red, something like that. But anyways, let me know what you think of this video. Where did we make mistakes? We're always open to feedback. Let me know in the comments. I'll see you on the next one.